Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Today we have a bit of a special one for you. So this kind of came out of nowhere. We actually ended up having a court case on the TGL server because Pear decided he was going to accuse Command Geek of tax fraud. So Judge Simi had to come out. If you're enjoying the TGL content, be sure to leave a like on this video, and if you're new here, why not subscribe? Any support would be very much appreciated. And without further ado, let the courts commence. Court is in session. So today we're here to hear the case of tax fraud against Command Geek, charges being pressed by Pear. First of all, I'd like to ask Command Geek to come up for questioning from the opposition. Pear, question away.
So, you are a Command Geek, correct?
I am actually not Command Geek, if you'll observe my name.
Your Honor, I think there's been a false accusation. This is not Command Geek. This is an innocent. This is not who I wish to interrogate.
Case dismissed. No.
Thank you.
No.
Can we charge him just for that?
Okay, fine. Command Geek, have you made any data packs about making people disappear from nowhere?
Wait. No, wait, should I go up here again? Okay.
Yes, right, okay. Pear, legitimate
no, I
question,
have
please.
not. Yes, please.
Command
Ask the
Geek,
question.
have you ever experienced deja vu? Command Geek, have you ever experienced deja vu?
Excuse me, Your Honor, I would like to question Mr. Pear.
Oh yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah, no, please feel free.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, well,
Hang on, I need my advisor.
Pear, you've not really given yourself a good case here, but that's up to the jury to decide.
I'm giving myself the best case. That was fun. Oh, I can't. Hang on.
Oh my goodness. Okay, listen, Pear.
Judge.
That's
There's a
when
knife
Alright.
on him.
Okay,
I have no weapons.
Pear, did you or did you not agree to accuse me in court of tax fraud?
Yeah, lol.
All right. So if this is a very serious and controversial issue that might very negatively influence my public figure, then why have you come here as a
You're allowed
clown
lawsuit.
wearing a pumpkin head and messing around with ender pearls? You're treating this very informally and immaturely, and I say that he cannot be trusted or taken seriously.
Geek. I was just trying to understand what it's like to be you. Did you laugh with auto-tune?
All right. Now, I forgot. What did you accuse me of? Yes.
Embezzlement.
Tax fraud.
Since he's trying to be you, you can now charge him with identity theft.
Oh, I
True.
wanted to charge him with that, but we'll get to
That's
that later
true.
on.
But that's not what I want to
That's not the court
accuse
that's
him
in
with.
session just now.
Today, I want to officially resolve whether I am indeed committing tax fraud. Now, we have here two members of the council.
Mr. Pear, would
I
you
would
please
say
like
one
to
member
report
of
the
the
presence
council.
back to the courtroom, please?
Now,
Thank you.
Pear and Simi, you both as the government of this server, I would like to ask you right now, is there taxes that must be paid on this server?
Who said we were accusing you in Minecraft?
Now, I'm actually going to assist everybody here. I do have copy of server rules, so should there be taxes need to be paid, I believe there should be in the server rules. So, just for everybody here, I will distribute some server rules. Pear,
Thank you.
please return to the courtroom for the last time, otherwise your case will be dismissed.
There's a creeper trying to kill me, Your Honor. Oh, man.
What do we do with this, man? Seriously, come on,
You
return to
don't
the
find
courtroom.
back.
control
He's-
seekers. Hang on, let me go in a way that I don't actually... Oh, there's torches either. Hang on.
You missed.
Alright, so Pear, can you please state where in the rules it says that Command Geek, or any player for that matter, must pay taxes?
So, the question was, can I? Yes?
I said
So
where
I
in the
could
book
correct-
that I have
so
just given you.
So I could answer no and still be correct, yes? Because you asked me if I could, so...
I'm asking you if in that book you can see a rule which says that they must pay taxes.
If you give me enough time in a book and quill, I can, yeah.
I mean with the book I've just handed you, and that the whole jury and lawyers have.
Okay, there's nothing in the official rules. However, Your Honor, may I present Kane's heresy as a counterpoint?
What?
Exactly.
I don't think there really is a counterpoint to that. I feel like for your case to have any kind of backbone to it, it does require somewhere in the rules to state that taxes have to be paid.
You fool. This is not my doom.
Pear, if you don't mind, actually, I have to ask, Your Honor, can I ask him a few more questions?
Yes, of course.
Now, if you state that I should have paid taxes, I still argue that I have committed no crime because I was not informed in any way upon joining this server that I would have to pay to any form of government or person for playing on this server. And my second point is I would like to bring Command Freak up to the stage, or up to the, whatever you call that, please.
Podium. We'll call it
Podium, yeah. Can you get up there quickly? I need to ask you a few questions. Thank you.
Yeah, Pear, please
Freak.
exit till Freak answers questions here. Thank you.
Freak, I would like to ask you, I have lived with you for a majority of the time on the server. Is that correct?
Pear, please return to the courtroom
Hang
and
on,
stop
Quay is
running
running
away.
away. Quay is running away. I'm trying to catch Quay.
Pear,
Quay, I'm sorry. You cannot be running from legal official proceedings, Quay. Quay, hello. Look at me when I speak to you, please. Quay, you cannot be running from official court proceedings. Quay, you are
as you
an
run from official court proceedings,
Quay,
Pear.
over there.
Can I
there.
just say,
Quay, turn
this
around.
is not working in your favour here,
Quay,
Pear.
I'll
It's
give
really
Sorry,
you
I was
not.
just
your
trying to. I
point
was
and
trying to
listen
stop
to Pear.
the person from running. Sorry.
All right, back to my question. Command
back
Freak,
proceedings.
for the entire time that I have participated on the server, I have lived in your base or your combined base with Sir Geeky Gamer. Is that correct? Yes. Which means that for the majority of the time I have been online on the server, I have been with you in your premises. Is that correct? All right. So, since you have had by far the most experience with me among all these people, you can testify that I have. That's not the point, Freak. Please only answer the questions I will give you. Where was I? You see, you interrupted my train of thought. All right. Since you have by far seen me the most when I was online, can you testify that I have not stolen anything from anyone or much less the government, and I have always been nice to people on the server and never done anything against the public?
Now that's a good one.
This whole conversation is, can you
Wait,
not
excuse me,
Okay,
Freak,
now,
Freak,
now,
Freak.
now,
What?
I would
Wait.
like to take over the question in here, please, now. Okay, so, yes, Command Freak, what item has been stolen from Sir Geeky Gamer by the geek over here?
He,
Cocoa beans, and how many of these cocoa beans were stolen? A stack. Were these ever returned? You do not know. Command Geek, can you confirm or deny whether these were actually returned?
Now, to explain this, I must give you a little bit of backstory. For
Apologies,
those of
just
you
as
who
a bit of
are
an interruption.
true fans, oh yes, your fans are annoying, Bear. Okay.
So
Just
yours.
Pear, please
Alright.
refrain from this in the courtroom. Thank you.
Oh, am I not
So, for those of you who have followed Sir Geeky Gamer's videos, you may know that I have started the Cow Mafia, in which the cows have demanded many things from
Objection.
Geeky.
He is admitted to starting an underground organization that is working to undermine the government by creating a mafia. Do we not consider this a more pressing issue?
Please let me finish my
Go on,
question, and then you
I'm
can
allowed
go
to
ahead
make
with
an
your
objection
accusations.
in court. Where he's coming from?
Yeah. That's a good question.
I was
Continue, Command Geek, please.
Now, in an attempt to make Sir Geeky Gamer's life a little more interesting, and in an attempt to set him on an adventure where he would be greatly rewarded, I did, in fact, steal some of his cocoa beans and put them in the chest which he would receive, quote unquote, from the cows, because I did not know where else to get cocoa beans. So yes, I did steal them, but I gave them back to him almost immediately, and on top of that, he also has received the cow blade for all his effort, which is of one-of-a-kind sword that no one else on the server has. And I can reassure you that if Sir Geeky Gamer was here, he would not, in the least, have any problems with me taking his cocoa beans.
Okay, thank you, Command Geek, for that statement. Can I please ask Quay, please stop placing snowmen outside of the hall. It is causing major problems in court proceedings.
Hang
and
on,
is
he is not
very
causing any
informal.
problems in court, though, is he? None of this is occurring inside the court,
It is
right? Which
I
means
believe that the
you can't tell
snowmen
him to
are
stop
actually
doing anything.
interfering. The
Right,
snowmen
but
are actually interfering with proceedings today as
no,
they keep
you
entering the
can kill them
courtroom.
when they enter, but you
Order,
can't stop them from making
order. Right. Okay. So we've heard
So
Command Geek tell the
Command
story
Geek
of.
basically took a loan on Geeky's cocoa beans.
So we have heard Command Geek's story of theft in the past. However, we have discovered that this was done with good intentions and the items were returned and there is no bad blood between that. So Geeky Gamer has not chosen to press charges against him. Therefore, I'm going to submit this evidence as null and void as part of this process. Command Geek, do you have any more questions for Command Freak?
Not for Command Freak, but I would like to accuse Pear of one last thing.
Pear,
Oh,
would
yeah,
you
no,
please
please, go
exit
ahead.
the judge's quarters? Thank you.
What's
Command
in
Geek,
here?
on you go.
I'll return my
Pear, I would like to accuse you of abusing your position as a member of the council and shaming other people publicly in front of other members of the server, falsely accusing me of tax fraud, and overall not respecting me as a member of the server, which you should be making a better place. So I would also like to ask Simi, who is also another member of the council, that to clarify that to be on the council is to overall make the server a better and more enjoyable place for other players. Is that correct?
That is correct, yes.
And Pear has not made it enjoyable, as he has accused me of various different things that have put me in a very bad position of other players and have made them look very bad upon me because of your false accusations. And because of that, I would request that he gets how do you say it? That he's no longer a member of the council because he is not doing his duties and abusing his position.
Hashtag throw Pear off the council.
I mean, that's an excellent point, Mr. Geek, but need I remind you of the time you spawned in command blocks to act as an item duper, and then tried to entrap and ensnare members of the council within that?
Command Geek, would you like to explain that to me, please?
Okay, yes, I shall explain.
Simi, if you quickly check Discord, I'm going to send you something you may find abhorrent and shocking.
While he's sending
Command
that,
Geek
I
and
will
Pear,
give.
would you like to swap positions here? Because I believe
Oh, yes,
Command Geek
yes, of
is about
course.
to come under question here.
Hang on,
Thank
I'm
you.
alt-tabbed. Give me a second, I need to find the image.
Any evidence I would like to have submitted to me, and I can submit it to the jury if it deems fit.
All right.
But first of all, I feel this is getting away from the original case, so the first thing I'd like to do is, if the jury would like to tell me their verdict on whether they believe Command Geek is innocent or guilty of tax fraud. Firstly, because I believe everything that's to be said on that case has been said, unless anybody has some final statements on this.
Well, can I just refer all members of the court to 6.1 on page 4?
Yes, of course.
Where it says, don't harvest areas close to others' bases, don't build near them without permission. Have we seen any evidence of permission given to Sir Geeky Gamer to even have a base in Command Geeks and Command Freaks?
To be fair, I would like to point out that it all started on day one when Sir Geeky Gamer just opened the server and he was looking for a place to build. And he specifically said that he wanted to build farther away from other players so that he could have space to build. Now, I admit that I wanted to live nearby, so I sneaked up and made a base about 100 blocks away from his underground. And for about a week and a half, he did not know about this. And about sometime after that, I invited Freak, and he was helping me out. So it was not he who settled next to us, it was we who settled next to him. But again, he was completely happy with it and very impressed with our base, and now we are working together.
I'm confused at this logic here, Your Honor. We committed that crime ourselves. We were the one who built near him. We didn't get his
Yes,
permission.
because I'm being honest. I'm showing how honest of a person I am, and I would never lie in court, even if...
He illegally lived in his house for a couple of weeks before he found out. We committed a crime, and we're saying it was a good thing, Your Honor. Do you see now why Command Geek is but a fraud, a false traitor, and injurious villain?
See, The one thing I can say for certain is Command Geek has been 100% honest since he's come up to the podium. Since there had been no complaints from Sir Geeky Gamer on behalf of the base, which he had every opportunity to do, given it was discovered a week into the server. For all, it is a breach of server rules, it has been passed the highest officiate possible, and has been deemed as okay.
Sammy, can I speak?
Yes, of course.
So, Command Geek, you would like to throw Pear off the council?
Let's not do that.
Is that correct,
Okay.
Command Geek? Yes, you would like to see Pear removed from the
Yes,
council?
that is my ultimate accusation and request.
Okay, then I will make the latest court report now and put it in general chat.
Okay, so Emmerich, do you find Command Geek guilty of tax fraud? Emmerich?
Yes, well,
He said yes. That's enough. That's enough. He
No,
said yes.
wait, no, let the man finish.
well,
Tax fraud in particular for this case.
based on the evidence presented, I cannot find Command Geek guilty at this stage.
Cubal, would you find Command Geek guilty of tax fraud? You believe Command Geek is guilty of tax fraud. So my duty as the judge is to now make the overarching decision, since the jury cannot come to a
Sammy,
decision.
before you make the decision, am I still allowed to say one more thing, or is this the end?
The decision is final anyway. So
All right.
as
Your Honor, may I remind you that Nova City was also a member of the jury of this case, and although he has departed, it would be considered correct and proper practice to inquire his opinion on the matter.
is Navasti in the call?
He has not. He has
Nova
not.
City has
Unfortunately,
messaged
as
me on Discord informing that he believes CG is guilty of tax
We
fraud.
have no way to prove that, and also I saw you bribe both Cubal and Nova City
If you would
of
go on my
all these
screen
things.
share, Your Honor, you would see that I have a message. Is CG guilty of tax fraud? Yes, absolutely.
now, despite that being in place, I did also witness a little bit of corruption between the accusing party here and the jury. I did
No,
notice
never.
some seeds and some golden carrots being chucked across the courtroom,
And
we
if you
cannot
had
condone
read
that
the
behaviour.
DMs very carefully, he literally offered him some materials right before he asked him if I was guilty.
Now, excuse me, we're going to come to the verdict on this one first. So, as in the rules, there is no statement of any sort of taxes having to be paid. For the charges of tax fraud, we do find Command Geek innocent. Therefore, no repercussions shall come of that case.
Thank you, Your Honor.
In terms of accusations against Pear on the council, Emmerich, what would be your stance on this case?
Well, I believe Pear is doing a strong job on the council, and I do not believe that he should be thrown off it. I think he deserves to stay there and make sure everybody's doing the right thing.
Sorry, my Wi-Fi just cut out. What
No
happened
problem.
to What's happened
Okay,
to
so we have
Command
found Command Geek not guilty of tax fraud, and we're now seeing how we find Pear of admin abuse and therefore his position on the council. Cubal,
Geek? Thank
How-
you, Your
I find Pear innocent, Your Honour. He deserves to stay. Thank you, Cubal. And Vivacity, your stance on the case. Navacity?
He's not on the call anymore.
Is he gone again? Right, okay. So I believe that overwhelmingly the jury and myself both find it fit that Pear does stay on the council.
Ooh,
However-
victory!
However, for this case, I do see a stance of damage to reputation here. So therefore, I do believe that it would only be fitting for Pear to owe Command Geek 2 diamond as repayment for putting him through this and the damage to his reputation caused. Court dismissed. Thank you everybody for your time today.
Thank you. Thank you.
A very convincing win for me there, I think. I've come out of that brilliantly with Command Geek in prison where he belongs.
Excuse me,
Jury,
you're
let
still
me say
public
thank you
shaming me
for your
right now.
time.
Oh, my public shaming. I'm doing a joke. This may come as a surprise to you, Command Geek, but I'm doing jokes.
I see.
Manfred,
Um,
was that fair to you? I know you were saying you were a bit unsure of the verdict, but I can assure you I am a fair judge when it comes down to it.
Yes, I would say Simi is a great judge. He
So
did a great
yes,
job.
any future problems, please do run them past, and we can take them back to the court again.
So we
Case
can
dismissed.
finally, I'm clear of any tax fraud, and Pear can stop accusing me.
Do you think that's going to stop me?
So that's all for today's episode of TGL. Absolute chaos in the courthouse. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, feel free to leave a like. And if you're new here, why not subscribe? Any support is very much appreciated. That is all from me for the day though. I shall see you in the next one. Bye!